Welcome everybody, this is Jason and the name of this week's workshop is Think Inside the Box. This is a workshop all about accessory boxes. We're going to start to finish build an accessory box with a couple of accessories. So let's get started. What are accessory boxes? Accessory boxes are boxes that apply an XMOL's collection value over a sim as if it were an XTOL. In layman's terms, an accessory box can add or remove accessories the same way that an overlay box can add or remove skin overlays. What are the advantages of having accessory boxes? The main benefit of creating accessory box only accessories is decluttering your accessory bin. In my games, I have weapons, I have musical instruments, I have a whole bunch of special use accessories that I don't constantly use with my sims, and removing them from the bin, that greatly reduces my loading time. So you'll only see like 3 or 4 accessories in the accessory bin because everything else has been converted to accessory boxes. How do we edit an accessory so that it works with an accessory box? The first thing we need to do, we open SimPE. Some accessories already have a pre-configured CAS thumbnail. It looks something like this. So we want to select the IMG in the resource tree, and then we select the top IMG in the resource list. We hold down Shift. Then we select, with Shift held down, we select the bottom one. So we've Shift selected all 6 of these IMG resources. We right click and we select Delete in the drop down. Then we save. So now we should have no more IMG resources in the accessory. Then we select the XMOL resource in the resource tree, and we select the first XMOL in the resource list. We're looking for the flags property, so we select flags in the plugin, and we can see that value is set to 8. What does 8 mean? 8 means that it appears in Body Shop, but it's disabled for townies. In the text box, we change that 8 to a 9, so now it's unavailable for townies and it's hidden from CAS. We commit, we save our changes, and we repeat that for every single XMOL. Then we switch to the resource tab and we copy the group value from one of the XMOL. We right click anywhere in the resource list and we select add in the drop down. Now in the workshop post, I've shared 2 resources that you need to add, a COLL and a collection 3 IDR. Those are the 2 resources that we're going to add here. We select the COLL, we select it once again in the resource list, and we paste over the group value that we copied into the instance box. We're going to repeat this with the 3 IDR that we added. How do we know that it's the one that we added? Because it's italicized. So we select the italicized 3 IDR in the resource list and paste over just like that. So now we can see that there's a 3 IDR with the same instance value that's not italicized. That was there before. So we select the old collection 3 IDR in the resource list and we just select delete from the dropdown. We delete, we commit, and we save. Now we switch back to the plugin view. We select the collection 3 IDR that we just added. We select it once again in the resource list, and we're looking for that second line text lists. We select that second line in the plugin, and then in the group text window, we're going to paste over the group value that we copied. We commit and we save. We select the low range 3 IDR. These are the ones that have the values that correspond to the binks, so they go from 0.1 to 0C usually. It depends on how many binks and how many XMOL there are in the package. We click on the package button. Now if you've made skin overlays or you've added custom CAS thumbnails to regular accessories, you're already an old hand at this. So we look for the collection that we added in the previous step. It's going to appear between the binks and the material definition. So we find that collection in the package window and we just slide that over from the package window into the plugin. Now we can see that the new collection, that's at the bottom of the list. And there's an old collection in the third position of the list. So we select that third line, the one that says collection, and we click delete. We select the IMG file, the fifth line there, the one that says JPEG, TNG, TGA, PNG image, and we also click delete. Now there are only 4 resources left, but the collection is in the 4th position. So we just grab that collection line and we click up once. That will move it to the 3rd position. We commit, we save, and we do that with all of the low range 3 IDR. And that's the accessory. Now we move on to the accessory box. So we open the pre-made accessory box template that I provided in the workshop post, or you can open it in Object Workshop and clone your own accessory box if you want it to be standalone. We select the beacon in the resource tree and the first beacon in the resource list, the one that says overlay tuning. And this tells you how many accessories are in the box. We edit the value as appropriate. In this workshop, I think I'm going to build 3 or 4, so I will put 4 in the decimal box there. Then just commit and save. Next, you select the TRCN. And then the second TRCN in the resource list. Then you copy the name of your first accessory. Select line 0, and you'll see that the first line there, where it says thing 1, and then parentheses last, you would paste over the thing 1, but you would leave the part that says last in parentheses. Then paste that same name in line 1, and just leave the first in parentheses. Then take the name of your second accessory and replace thing 2 in lines 2 and 3, but leave the parts in parentheses. And repeat that with every accessory. Then we select the third TRCN, the one that says overlay genders. Just as before, we select line 0. We add the name of our first accessory and we just leave male in parentheses. We do the same thing with female on line 1. And then we select line 2 and 3 and replace thing 2 with the name of our second accessory, and so on. Just do that for all of your accessories. Then we select the beacon in the resource tree. The second beacon, the one that says overlay GIDs in the resource list. We select the first 4 characters of the group value of our first accessory. It should begin with 5F. So then we select line 1, and this time in the hex box we paste those first 4 characters. Then we copy the second 4 characters. We replace those in the hex box on line 0. Then for the second accessory, start with line 3. We copy the first 4, the ones that begin with 5F. We paste those in the hex box. We copy the last 4, we paste those in the hex box on line 2, and so on until we've done that for all of our accessories. We commit and we save. Then we select the third beacon, overlay genders. This one is really easy. This controls whether an accessory is available for male, female, or both. 0 is unavailable, 1 is available for each gender. The reason for this, I have some accessories that are only available for males. I have some accessories that are only available for females. I don't want it to show in the pie menu if I don't have that accessory available for that gender. But in this case, the accessory is available for both genders, so I'm just editing that to a 1. So I just put a 1 in the decimal box, and we do that. We just edit as appropriate for every accessory, and we commit and save. We select the string in the resource tree, and we look for the one that says make action string prim string set in the resource list. And then here, the action strings for each accessory are listed in order. So we have an add and a remove for each accessory. This is really easy. So we just replace the add with the name of our first accessory, and then in line 1 we replace thing 1 with the name of our first accessory, and then Line 2, replace the name of thing 2 with the name of our second accessory, and we do the same thing in line 3, and so on until we've named all our accessories. We commit and we save. Then, if you really want to personalize it, select the OBJD in the resource list and the resource tree, and then give it a brand new GID. This will let the game know this is an independent object. This is no longer the template box. This is a brand new box. We select the TXTR in the resource tree and the resource list, and we just replace the texture. This is as we would with any other object. Right click, select build DXT from the drop down, load the texture in the DXT builder, and build. Commit, save. And one other detail that I forgot to mention here, you would need to edit the CTSS. So CTSS in the resource tree, then in the resource list, change the title, change the description, commit, save, and we're ready to test. To get started on the accessories, I'm going to open one of the ones I made last week. So let's open Buckethead. So we can see this one has the custom thumbnails. This is the accessory that we made last week in the accessory workshop. So select the IMG in the resource tree. We select the first one in the resource list like so. And we can see we've got that custom bucket. Okay, we don't want that. So we hold down shift, we select the last one. Now we have all of these selected, and we just delete. Save. We'll move on to the XMOL. So we select the first XMOL for adult female. We can see all of the different properties. We're looking for flags. We see that flags is 8. We just change that 8 to a 9. Commit. And we move on to the next one. Just like so. We just replace all of the flags in each XMOL. We change that value to a 9. And that's the XMOL. Give that a quick save. Then we switch over to the resource tab. We grab our group value and we just copy it. And then we just add these two resources here. The XML, doesn't matter. We can see that it added the call. So we select the call in the resource tree. We select here in the resource list, and we just paste that group value over the instance number. Then move on to our 3IDR. The one that we added is italicized. We do the same thing. We replace the instance value. That this one that was there before, we need to delete that. Then we select this in the resource tree, switch over to plugin view, and we can see we've got the 04F here. We need to replace this with the current group value. We commit, we save, and before I get too far ahead, I'm going to notate Buckethead and my group value. Okay, that's just so I don't get lost later. Now we move up to the low range 3IDR. So we start with 01. And I'm going to collapse this a little bit so you can see what's going on. Click on the package button. So we scoot down to where collection is. We just take that collection, we drag it into the plugin. We delete our original collection. We delete the IMG, and we move this one, the new collection, up to the third position. Commit, and we just repeat this with all of our low range 3 IDR. Drag our collection. Move it up. And for some reason I have 2 of these. Oh, because I missed it in this one in instance 5. So we delete the collection, we delete the image, and we move the new collection up. Just like that. We commit, we save, and that's Buckethead. Now the plunger. Same deal. We select the IMG, we delete those. Then we select the XMOL, we change the flags. Give it a quick save. We grab the group value. We add the 2 resources. Change the instance number of the call. Change the instance number of the collection 3 IDR. Delete that old 3 IDR. Hop back over to plugin view. Change the group value here, and we commit. And we can close this one because that's for the other package. So every time you do this, be sure to open the window again. You can leave it open while you're editing a package, but when you open a new package, close the old window and open a new one. And we can save. And we can close this. Oh, damn it, close. Did not want to cooperate. And then here, we'll just notate the group value of this one. So once we've added the accessories, let's just plop that template open right quick. And the first thing that we need to do, we go to beacons in the resource tree. Select the first one that says overlay tuning. Here, this is the number of accessories. So for my box, I just want 4, so I'm going to add 4 there. I commit. Give that a quick save. Then select the TRCN. Let's go to the first one, the one that says overlay GIDs, low then high. We select line 0, that's thing 1. And if you check the list here, my first one is Buckethead. So I'm going to call this Buckethead. Why not? Replace thing 1 with Buckethead. Then we replace thing 2 with plunger. And then thing 3 is verdigris hood. And then thing 4 is alien eye right. We just keep the first and last on those labels. That lets us know where everything is supposed to go. We commit here and we move on to the genders. Now I've got thing 4 copied, so I just do this. Thing 1 is bucket head. Thing 2 is plunger. And thing 3 is verdigris hood. Commit. We have edited both of the TRCN. We give that a quick save. Now we hop back to Beacon. We select the first one, the GIDS. So for Buckethead first, we need to copy the first 4 characters here. Am I looking? What is happening here? That's odd. Oh, because I zeroed it out. This is the template. I keep forgetting. Okay, so we take the first 4 characters. We put those on line 1 where it says first. We copy the last 4 characters. We paste those over last. Then we move on to the plunger. First 4 characters. Last 4 characters. We move on to verdigris hood. The first 4 characters. And the last 4 characters. Then we move on to the alien eye. Well, damn it. The first 4. And the last 4. Okay. Then we move on to genders, and this one is really easy. So we can see these have already been configured to 1. I'm going to leave it like that because all 4 of these accessories need to be available for male and female. Then we select the STR. We select the one called Make Action String Prim String Set. And we select the first line. This one is Buckethead. Paste that there. And then the second one is plunger. Then the third one is verdigris hood. And the fourth one is alien eye right. Boop, just like that. Give that a quick save. Now, if I really truly wanted to customize this, I would do three things. First, we go to this CTSS. Select that again in the resource list. We update this, and we update this. Then we go to the GID, or I'm sorry, the OBJD. We select the OBJD here. Select it here. We give that a unique value. Then we go to the TXTR in the tree, in the resource list, and we build DXT as we would when we're creating any other object. But I'm not going to mess with that. I'm just going to leave the template as is. So to test the accessory box, we got our sims. We've got the accessory box in the hood. And let's select one sim. There it is. And then just give him that weird eye. The eyes, these are basically Nopke's heterochromia eyes, but check that out. So he's got a regular eye, and then he's got an alien eye. A good way to test bone assignments is just do this. So you want to test bone assignments, just have them play on the couch. That will take them through their entire range of motions. And you can see, accessories are working as they should.